I remember walking through the MIT campus, and I noticed that things were a lot different than how they were before I took time off from MIT. I noticed that my outlook on life was a lot different. It was a lot more positive. I saw obstacles, not as obstacles, but as challenges, something to learn and grow from. I noticed that my mood was a lot better. I was feeling happy. I was feeling like I could accomplish anything. I could do anything. I noticed that when I experienced a setback, I viewed it as a challenge, an opportunity for me to grow and learn. So a couple months before I took time off from MIT, I wasn't feeling good, and I knew that running would help me. My mom had told me that if I wanted to run regularly, that I should do it every single day instead of a couple times per week. The reason being, if I run every single day, my body will adapt to it and it will be a lot easier to do regularly. I had run before, but it wasn't consistent. I had gone for a run maybe once a week, skipped the next week, and maybe went for a run the following week. But I did know that it would make me feel better. So I went up to the cardio room in my apartment and went for a exercise on one of the cardio machines. And it was like hitting a release valve. I came in with a set of problems. I had stresses, burdens, worries, and as soon as I finished my run, those were all gone. And on top of that, I was in a mindset where I could deal with these issues if they were actually issues and not just worries. So a couple months after I picked up running, I decided to take some time off from MIT. I went home to my parents' house and I realized that I wanted to make some changes in my life. And I sought out a spiritual belief that worked for me. And because I had time off from MIT, I was able to seek this spiritual belief, and that gave me a lot of strength. It gave me a lot of tools to cope with life. I spent a lot of time learning tools on how to cope with things, everything from stress to worrying to accomplishing goals. I learned all these tools, and I spent some time learning about them, seeking seeking out spirituality, and this gave me a lot of strength. Specifically, it gave me the ability to really live life well. And because of this, I also developed the strength to overcome challenges. When an issue would come into my life, I had the tools to be able to conquer it, to solve the problem, and also do it while maintaining happiness and peace. Even though I had picked up regular running and had found a spiritual belief, I still wasn't feeling as good as I would have liked. I wanted to feel happy, I wanted to feel energetic, and I had tried changing my diet around multiple times before, but I never really stuck to it. I tried again one more time, and I found a diet that really worked for me. I found a ketogenic diet, which helped me immensely. It not only was I able to stay consistent with it, but I also found immense mental benefits. I went from eating a lot of desserts, processed food, a lot of junk food, to eating practically no refined sugars, no junk food, and most of the food I ate, I cooked on my own, and it was whole food. And I noticed that I was more energetic, I was happier, I noticed that I could follow through with tasks better, I noticed that I could start tasks and goals a lot better. Before I took time off from MIT, I was not resilient. After I took time off from MIT, I developed resiliency. The time off from MIT forced me and gave me an opportunity to develop strength and resiliency that has paid off so much now in my life. I'm able to accomplish a lot more goals, I'm a lot happier, I'm able to endure a lot more things. And I'm one semester away from graduating, and I've been having a lot of fun at MIT, and it's been a real blessing to take time off from MIT.